Reporting for duty.
I'm here.
Standing by.
Reporting for duty. Standing by.
And welcome to Top Shift episode 117. It's been a while since I've done this one. We're now into patch 2 for the September update. Now, it's been a bit of a rough ride for the last couple of weeks with a load of bugs that have come out which have hindered people's gameplay. And one of the main things which annoyed people was the store being available in this particular screen. Now, they've gone and changed that due to fan feedback, and you can see here the store is no longer as prominent, and they've gone and changed it in the main menus. So they've gone and listened to fan feedback and made some changes. As you can see here, I'm not using my usual character. This is my new alternative character, which I've been using for the last couple of weeks, and she's going to be a bit of a bad one. This one's going to be basically a pirate stroke power play player, because it's one of the things I wanted to cover at a later point would be power play. Well, things carry on with that particular game mode. I actually wanted to give it an in-depth try, but in order to get there, I think I need a decent ship in order to do that. And as you can see here, I have got just a Cobra Mark III. We'll just go to the livery here. This is my Cobra Mark III, and she's completely A-rated, which is good. But I think in this case it needs a little bit. I don't know. I think for power play, I'm going to need something a little bit more powerful. Maybe at least an Asp Explorer. And to that regards, I've started. I got a T6 at another planet, which I will be building up. Now, although I have played for 48 hours, a lot of people might say, "Why didn't you just go straight for Rag for Riches?" Well, to tell you the truth, I've actually been just enjoying the game as it's meant to be, as it was meant to be played in the old style. It went through as you went through last week, or the last episode rather, you'll have seen me go through the tutorial. Well, I went through the newbie area as well, and that was actually quite a pleasant experience, and I think they've done a good job altering the new player experience so that it makes the game more accessible, but it doesn't remove its difficulty when you take away all the helpers, stuff like the Super Cruise Assist and the Advanced Docking Computer. Once you take those away, the game is still as difficult and complicated as it has always been. But although, as you'll see, I'm quite enjoying using the Auto Cruise Assist. I'm finding that quite useful. So the idea is, as you can see here, I'm a member of the Lave. This character is a member of the Lave Radio Squadron. Now, I'm not going to show all the members or things like that. Oh, we've got 7 people online, which is quite nice. But this particular squadron is assigned to Lave, and you can see I've been assigned as a director. And to tell you the truth, I haven't really. Nothing's really been done at the moment. I'm quite sure that in the Lave Radio Discord we'll be coordinating, but as long as Lave Radio is just at looking after Lave Station and not going anywhere else, I think everybody's happy. It's not a faction that wants to expand; it just wants to stay in Lave. So I've managed to work up a friendly reputation with them. So I think it might be a case of just working it out. Now I'm going to Radiqua anyway, because there's something going on. Planetary scan jobs, plenty of those. Deliver 4,095 units to Tina Island. No, don't think so. So we'll do that. It's a harmless one, so it should be just... Oh, provide some wet work. Well, like I said, this person's going to be a pirate. So she's not going to be bothered about killing off innocents. As opposed to my main character, who I don't want to have anything to do with that at all. So, the other thing to notice is, right, we are now in an agricultural system, and you will notice there is no agricultural product to buy. So, goodness knows what's going on there. Now, the main reason because of that is plenty of wine, though. I've noticed the wine's fine, although you would have thought that... Oh, we've got bio-waste to sell. Hang on a sec. They like bio-waste here. 4,000 credits profit just for poop. Or ex-slaves. Now, there's a reason why I'm heading to Radiquat. It's one of these things that everybody's arguing about the pronunciation of, because for goodness sake, people are still arguing about lave. Invoke mode on.
That's affirmative, Commander.
I've got to find out what evoke mode is. So, the main reason that there is no agricultural that there is no agricultural product is because of this.
Poor harvests impact core systems. The impact of low crop yields in key agricultural systems has reached civilian populations, prompting public concerns over food availability. Freelance journalist Adeline Cross published this report on Vox Galactica. The scarcity of fresh fruit and vegetables has become a major concern, despite the efforts of agricultural bodies and corporations to prevent shortages from affecting the general public. The availability of produce is believed to have fallen further in recent weeks. Fear of a widespread food shortage rising, stockpiling of certain foods by market food.
Landing coupler disengaged. Restrict speed until clear of the station perimeter.
Has increased. Prices have fluctuated as opportunistic suppliers take advantage of the situation. It's clear that the situation is more complicated than a mere bad harvest, but as yet there has been little effective response from local governments. In related news, the Rockforth Corporation has publicly responded to the Interstellar Association for Agriculture, following requests for compliance documentation related to its new fertilizer. Rockforth Marketing Director Rex Whitlock made this statement. We see it as our duty to lead the recovery of affected farming communities, and our revolutionary fertilizer will play a big role. I have full confidence that our new product meets the IAA's standards, and we will fulfill their request at the earliest opportunity.
Landing gear ready.
So we're off to Radiqua, where there is this fantastic fertilizer which is supposed to help planets recover, and I'm going to make a delivery back to Lave in the hope that a mission will turn up later and say, oh, get us some. So go to hyperspace. I didn't realise Radiqua was low security, so that's useful for interstellar factors. Even though I'm probably going to be breaking the law there.
Reading system.
Balance power.
Equalizing
Range
balance now engaged. No anomalies detected. Hyperspace checking.
That's a bit loud. That is actually very loud. Balance power.
already done.
Ah, there you go then. I think actually the music for me is a little bit loud. Just give me a second. Music. There we are. That's a bit better. Right. That's a nice scout. Easy one. Nope, he's fine. Right. So where are we going? That's where we're going. Align with the target. There we are. And Super Crystal Assist is on. Which is fine. And I think I've made the sound effects volume a little loud as well. My poor sensitive ears. There. Now, is this the dock that you get these this fertilizer from? Can't believe I'm looking for fertilizer.
You again. Of course it is. That familiar, irritating tone you were born with. Unmistakable. What do you want?
Oh, thank you, Minus. So it's EX7 fertilizer. And it's available from Marshall Dock, so we're going to the wrong place. Oh, great. Right, that's Levenser Dock. Let's go to Marshall Dock. So we're going to pick up this stuff first. And then we're going to do the job. Whatever that is. And then we're going to head back to Lave. Let's see, anything else interesting of happening here? We have a target group that needs dealing with. Perform this deed for us and we'll pay you compensation. Target type civilians. Target count 2. Ooh. You know, this is going to be the first time I've attacked civilian vessels. Feel a bit icky. Now, I must admit, just to quickly touch on this, there may be a little bit of a change to the Super Cruise Assist. You effectively can just line up. You don't have to set the speed to a certain level. But as far as this is concerned, it's actually quite nice because you can basically just sit back and relax and not worry about the 7-second rule. But it doesn't make you. It's to cut down on the loop of shame, especially for newbies. Because I mean, even now I do the loop of shame from time to time. It can be quite annoying. So you can see that even the Super Cruise Assist follows the 7-second rule. Oh yeah, and I forgot, head look. There. So all these ships flying about. Now of course in the old game, Riddiquot used to be the absolute dog end of nowhere. It's where you went to improve your combat rating. It was an anarchy, there were pirates galore. But in this one, it's only a low security system, so it's relatively civilized. And yeah, as long as you're not carrying anything too valuable, you don't get noticed. Now, the reason that I'm using ED Tracker as usual, because a full VR headset at the moment takes too long to set up.
Delacey, Charlie Hotel Uniform. This is Federal Flight Control. Request docking if you wish to land.
Of course we will. Just a gentle roll in. There we go. Nice and easy does it. Flight assist off.
Request approved. Assigned to landing pad 36.
Flight assist on.
Flight assistance online.
Oh, I should have let it go for a little bit longer, but never mind.
Advise. Traffic
Would you
restrictions
like me to
are in
lower
place.
the landing
Maintain
gear?
safe separation.
Yes.
Down and lock.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Would you like me to perform routine maintenance?
Yes.
Contact. Ship secured.
And one of the things that the voice packs have done is that
Repairs, fuel, weapons, check.
there are certain
Completed.
scripts. There are certain scripts which are run, which, unless you're at the appropriate screen, won't work. That's what all those noises were. So let's see. We have taken a lot of beer here. Does anybody want beer or wine? Silver, silver, silver. Silver basic medicines, alright. Basic medicines. Oh, that's because there's a war going on here. Ugh. Oh, and the code are here as well. If you ever do come across the code, the player members of the code, they are a pirate organisation, a pirate player group. And they will give you a one warning. They won't gank you. They won't gank you. They will try and roleplay out a pirate encounter, and if you hand over cargo, and they won't demand the whole lot, they'll only demand a little, but as long as you hand over a couple of tons or what they want, they'll happily let you go on their way. You try and make a run for it, and they'll try and destroy you. So bear that in mind. Last time I got jumped, I just said, guys, all I've got is clothing, it's not worth it. And they quite happily let me go, because they scanned me and found that all I did was have clothing. Auto oh, look at this! Surface hunt for politician Christopher Jarvis. Well, we can't go after Commander Thane, can we? For those of you who do not know, Commander Thane is part of the Escape Velocity audio drama. Yes, the Escape Velocity audio drama was part of Lave Radio, so go to the Lave Radio website and you will find links to the completely free audio drama. There's 3 series of it so far, and he's currently remixing the first 2 series to make it all the same, because the first 2 series, well, the first series was definitely recorded before Elite Dangerous came out, and it really needs, it was using non-Elite Dangerous sound effects, so yeah, he's now been remixing it to include the sound effects from Elite Dangerous. So let's just sell this. You know, I still haven't really got the hang of this yet. So we've got liquor, I'm losing money on liquor. Am I losing money on wine? No. Right. Can't believe I lost money on liquor. That's horrible. So... Bio...
Affirmative.
Yeah. This is the one thing that people that having voice attack running in the background is, of course, it will pick up commands from my commentary and run them. So this is what we want: the Rockforth fertilizer. My goodness, 500,000 credits just for a full tank. And if I take it to Lave, it's going to be 4,000 credits per ton. Oh yes, please. That might be a great way to build up some reserves. Right. So let's set the course to Lave and then finish off this mission and head back. Lave. There we are. And launch. Does mean, however, I'll have to clear my name before coming back here again.
Ship restraints retracted. Access corridor is clear.
Landing gear down.
Landing gear already deployed.
Ah, landing gear up then. Landing gear up.
Retracting the landing.
They've actually made the HCS voice packs a lot more intelligent, because before it would just raise or lower the landing gear regardless, but now they detect whether or not the landing gear is up and down, which is quite impressive actually. So go to Super Cruise. Go to Super Cruise.
Charging Super Cruise
Way ahead
drive.
is clear. FSB out.
Initiating Midnight Online.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Commander.
Oh, just hearing Tom Baker just say that. So yeah, my setup at the moment, we've got Astra, who is the original AI response for voice packs. We've got Minus, who is the late Paul Darrow. Now he's, for those of you who do not know, look up Blake 7 and the character of Avon, and he is sarcastic and absolutely refreshing to have you as a pilot assistant. For my tactical, who handles all the weapons and the targeting, we have Vasco, and you'll hear him in a minute, because that's Brian Blessed, and the one thing you want is Brian Blessed giving you combat advice. Of course, for scientific stuff, we have Vega, who is of course Brent Spinner. For those of you who do not know who he is, look up who Commander Data is in Star Trek The Next Generation. And of course for operations, you just heard Tom Baker, the 4th Doctor, and in some old people's mind the best, not mine. I'm still a Peter Capaldi fan as far as that's concerned. Old grumpy Scotsman, I don't know why. And I've also got the ship's cat, and Mira Suris, who was also Councillor Troy in Star Trek The Next Generation, is also a voice pack I have available. But I'm not having a run on this ship because I think different ships need different voice packs. and I got a sneaking suspicion that she'd probably be more suited to the passenger ships. I mean, the main problem at the moment with Elite Dangerous is the bugs. There is a petition going on at the moment to try and get Elite Dangerous to have a permanent test server and try and focus on existing bugs. I mean, most of this stuff I completely agree with, because some of these gameplay bugs, especially stuff to do with taking on Thargoids, basically are that bad they stop you doing that kind of thing. I mean, there are 4 major bugs in just the Thargoid stuff alone, which basically means that if you are attacking Thargoids in a wing, you basically have to cheat in order to get them. It's horrible. And yes, a lot, especially with the last release, people were under the impression that there was going to be a whole load of bug fixes. The amount of bug fixes would continue at the same pace that there were in the Beyond series, but for 2019, although the patches were going to be a lot smaller, the updates would actually still fix bugs, and they haven't happened. Here we go.
Commander, what are your orders?
Deploy weapons.
We found our mission target.
There we go. And we have a bounty.
Gear down and slowing. The ship's yours to dock.
This is not going very well.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse!
So that's it.
Attack Protocol Alpha.
Retract weapons.
Retracting all weapons!
And you can now see I am wanted in Ridquat with a 11,000 credit bounty. Oh, hang on. Have I got notoriety? That's a point. Because if I have notoriety, it means I cannot sort this out for a couple of hours game time. Where is it? That'll be in the codex. Ships. Crime. Notoriety is 0. Now that's interesting. Do you only get notoriety for destroying other player vessels? Oh well. Right. Leave it is. Now you'll watch this. You'll find that when I actually go to leave, my wanted status will disappear, because I'm only wanted in the one system. That felt dirty.
Entry guidance computations complete.
That really did feel
Mainship drive
dirty.
engaged. Hyperspace. Checking systems now.
Wave station is there. Ooh, and someone has come after me. Is this the last Discord? Oh, there we go. Expert Cobra Mark 4.
Commander,
Deploy weapons.
awaiting your orders.
Previous fire group.
Strike between previous fire group.
Peg. If they scan me. Oh, he's got a bloomin' shield booster.
Great flying, Commander.
Let's get out of here before they scan me. Because I'm not sure whether security forces, when they scan you, also detect whether you're wanted in another planet. Oh my goodness, my heat's too high. Well, that was interesting. So that's one pirate destroyed. Let's put 1% onto my my combat rating just doing that. That's because I'm novice and he was expert. So the higher that you take, the higher you take out, the higher the rank of your opponent you take out, the more credit you get towards your own combat rank. And it's the same vice versa. I think it's one rank below it's half, and 2 ranks below it's quarter, and then 3 ranks or more, and it doesn't count. Part of the reason for that is to stop. It was supposed to stop highly ranked players just knocking out harmless, ganking lower level players, but that never seemed to work, which is why the newbie area was created. So I've now got to find another system which is low security, so I can go pay off my bounties. So I can head back to Ridquat because I'm wanted there. And if you go and look on the navigation panel, you'll see I have a little wanted icon next to Ridquat. Ridquat. Whatever. Choose your own pronunciation. Now, one of the
Access granted. Cleared for landing on docking bay 06.
One of the issues seems to be that the reason
I'll
that
transfer power to shields and deploy the landing gear as we near. Is that all right?
yes. Something's a bit closer.
Shall I lower the landing gear now?
Yes.
Landing gear deployed.
See, the voice packs now detect certain events and will ask you whether or not they want to perform tasks which would be common at that particular time. Oh, floating up a little bit there. Don't know why I'm floating. A little off kilter. 6, there we go. That's why I'm off kilter. My head looks slightly off.
Landing complete. Clear to disembark.
Right, so quickly looking through this. Refuel, restock. First of all, hand in the mission. Complete mission. Yeah, I'm going to need that those credits in order to pay off the fines, I think. So, Lave Radio Network gets a little bit more. Let's see. No, they don't. Live Radio Network doesn't need anybody for that. Good grief, donate 18 million to the cause? No. Consumer technology. A lot of planetary scan jobs. Land enrichment. Courier jobs. Crop harvesters, and so on. So no luck there. Well, but Rockforce Fertilizer, 156,000 credits profit on one run on just 36 tons. That's phenomenal. So I'm now up at 1.6 million. I'll soon be able to afford to upgrade my T6 to have something decent. Now the main problem you'd have though is because of those pirate attacks, that seemed to be a genuine, at least one pirate attack per run, a T6 would be hard pressed to survive that. So I might have to just stick with the Cobra. Of course the main problem, or one of the reasons why there are so many bugs in this release, is mostly to do with the arcs, I think. Because you earn arcs for doing certain things, and I'll show you that in a second, because if I go to the main menu, you see you've got buy arcs there, but if you go to resume, you go to exit, they're going to change this, so you go to the main menu, you'll see that little escapade has earned me 1 arc. Wow, that all. And it's because I think half the bugs have been caused basically because when you perform certain actions you earn arcs, and that seems to have caused most of the issues that have happened with this release so far. As far as arcs are concerned, I actually quite like them. Once you work out what the conversion rate is to your normal currency, you actually work out that things are a little bit cheaper than they were before, especially if you were buying from scratch. Let's see, I mean, I bought 12,000, which for about £9, and that will allow me to buy quite a lot of these. The way you work it out is 1,250 arcs to a single dollar, or 1,650 or something to a pound. Now that's at the base level. Obviously, if you buy more arcs at once, then you get more arcs for the pound or the dollar. So, but just going on base level, that is effectively less than $2 or £2, that particular paint job, which, to tell you the truth, is cheaper than it used to be, because these kind of things used to be £3 or $4 each. And yeah, so, but if you, as long as you use that basic conversion, you should be okay. I mean, those are all packs, and you can have decals and things like that. But at the moment, I'm quite happy with this livery that I got. And of course, if you do manage to hit the 400 credit arc limit per week, you know, that's the equivalent of 24p. 24p or 30 cents. So they're not exactly giving you tons, but a lot of people are complaining about that already, which, considering you didn't get any credit towards stuff before, I think it's quite a nice gesture. But I would prefer them to actually have bug-free releases. So we'll see how the petition goes. The reason I haven't signed the petition myself is because I have security concerns about the website where they're running the petition. But I do agree with a lot of the sentiments that they've raised, and I'm hoping that Frontier will listen. So that's it for another episode of Top Shift. Hope you made it through to the end. If you did like this, then please like and subscribe as per usual, and I will see you next time. Good night.